So Dillacha is a fire detection system. The fire detection system is built in many senses, either heat or smoke or a combination of these. Smoke detectors are increasingly being used because of their area warning of an emergency situation. Smoke detectors may also be used to activate the door to isolate the zones in a building. The Building Code of Australia (BCA) together with the individual state legislation provide the requirement for the fire safety in the building. The BCA classifies the 10 group, each group having a different size requirement. For part 1 of the BCA deal with the requirement building class 2 through the 9, while the part 2 set out requirement for building class 1 and 10. In summary, building class 1 and 10 are houses, sheds, carports, etc. Building 2 to 9 are the primary commercial and the public buildings. So this is the BCA. So this is the class 1 BDA, type of the building you see class 1 BDA, and also the class 2 BDA, building and class 3 BDA, those are the class building classes. A sound detector can be the ionizing smoke detector, has an ionizing chamber containing the minimum amount of the radioactive material, americium. Other than normal condition, the air in the ionization chamber is ionized and conductive. This allows the small current to flow from the battery through the chamber through the detection side in the back to the battery. So this is the design of the detectors can be ionizing and smoke detector system. When the smoke enters the chamber and disrupts the current flow, activate an alarm. Then we the diagram here. Ionizing smoke detection is generally more responsive to the flaming fire. So this is ionizing the smoke detector system here. When the fire on, there will be negative ion, positive ion will be coming inside. So those electric current can be flow from the positive electrode to negative electrode. So that then the it passing through the current detector and the alarm will be solved. So this is the principal operation of the ionizations are type detector. The photoelectric smoke detector is a photocell sense the flame. So the photocell smoke detector used to principal scatter or reflect light to indicate the presence of the visual smoke. In the absence of the smoke, the chamber is dark and the light shines across the chamber and it receives the light thread on the far side. So this way, when the smoke is present in the chamber, a photocell located at the right angle to the light source sends the light scattered off the smoke particles and at a certain level of illumination trigger the alarm. So this photos electric smoke detection is generally more responsive to the fire that begin with a long period of the smoke darting. So there will be the photoelectric operation of photoelectric type detector. When the fire flowing, smoke flowing, that will be the normally they are light rain, light catcher and the light rains are passing through. When the smoke heat passing through here, that's light beam is obstructed and then it will sound the alarms. So this is for the typical smoke detector system diagram here. The design of the detector is a heat detector. There are two types available: fixed temperature detector and fixed temperature detector measure the air temperature surrounding it. Is most common type of the heat detector. For electrically connected heat detectors, the most common fixed temperature is around 58 degrees centigrade. Newer detectors trigger a temperature as low as 47 degrees centigrade. The design of the detector means that rate of the rise detector, rate of rise detector monitor the change in the temperature for example explosion. This type of the heat detector is able to operate at the lower temperature than a phase temperature detector. So the BCA requirements mean that it outlines the statutory requirement of the fire smoke detection and alarm system. So this is the BCA volume 1. So you can see in this book, BCA requirement. Also that this BCA requirements are volume in the smoke dial system, smoke alarm system, smoke detection system, smoke detection for smoke control system, building occupants are warning system and system monitoring. So this is the general compliance with standard mean that is to be hardwired to maintain a supply and must be have the battery backup, must has a low battery warning, must has a battery remote warning facility built into circuit. Smoke alarm must be compliant with the ASR 3786. Smoke alarm installed up to prior to the 1st May 2006 that do not comply with the AS 3786 will be deemed to comply if they are working in the correct location. So the installation of smoke alarm is a aim of the smoke alarm is to awaken the sleeping occupants. Therefore, the focus should be on the sleeping areas. For complete protection, smoke alarm should be installed in all rooms, except those where combustion particles normally present, especially kitchen. Smoke alarms are most effective when located on the ceiling, preferably away from the wall and the fitting. The best locations are the hallways, leading from the bedrooms and in the sleeping area. This is smoke alarm. This is how your smoke alarm. Smoke alarm must be installed on near the ceiling. Special care is required to avoid the dead airspace. A dead airspace is an area which a trapped air will prevent the smoke from reaching around. So this will be the where we have to install the smoke alarm. You can see this diagram, and also the place that does not should not install the smoke alarm. You can see in the shaded. This is the shaded the dead airspace. The airspace ends to the best smoke alarm location. You see in this diagram. So there will be the class one buildings. Also, you can see house and gateway and where the smoke line installed. So there will be the story with the bedroom in story controlling the bedroom. Smoke lines are to be located on near the ceiling. Every corridor hallway associated with a bedroom, or if there is a no corridor hallway between the part of the building connecting the bedroom and the remainder of the building or whole. The story with the bedroom also that show the preferred location of smoke line system dwelling where the bedrooms are grouped together and connected to the living areas by the corridor hallway. Those are dwelling where the bedrooms are not grouped together or no connecting airway exists, the smoke line should be located as shown. So this is for the location of the smoke line. Smoke line, also the smoke line system. So the location of smoke line dwelling where the bedrooms are grouped together. You can install the smoke line. So as well as this is the location of the smoke line system here. A story with a low bedroom is a smoke lamp must be installed in story not containing the bedrooms. In this story, a smoke lamp should be located in the path of the travel people where most are likely to take to the evacuate the building. This will ensure an alarm is sounded before smoke makes the escape routes are invisible. So this story with a low bedroom is as we can see here. If the bedrooms are on the first floor, then a line should be positioned near area of the interconnected stair. A line should be mounted at the near center of the ceiling and mounted outside the entrance of each bedroom where the no common hallway. So that will be the distance of 900 millimeter you commit. So this is the where to be the smoke line you connect the here bedroom, and also this is the location of smoke line. Also, you see another thing, a long garage and on the dining room, laundry. So this is the place of where that we have to install the smoke lamp. And from the this is from the plan view and from the elevation, you can see the where the smoke lamp are installed. So the smoke lamp must be installed in every story. It's important. In story containing bedroom, smoke lamp must be installed near the ceiling in every bedroom, corridor, hallway associated with the bedroom. So this is for the smoke line location of the smoke line on this diagram. You can see here a story with no bedroom. Smoke line must be installed in story not containing a bedroom. In stories, smoke line should be located in the path of the travel people we most likely to take to the evacuated building, similar to the class A1A building. Smoke line must be installed with each home unit or apartment in class 2 building. The requirement for the location of smoke lines for dwelling in the class 2 buildings are the same as those for the class 1A building.